This podcast is a Tom production recorded on Aboriginal land.
I know how to sell a product based on where it is in the frame. It has to take up a certain percentage of the crop. There might be so much going on, but the product is always right in the middle.
Welcome to Process the Podcast, where I interview the creme de la creme of Australia's creative talent across fashion, film, design, media, pretty much all creative disciplines, all about their unique creative process. I'm your host, Ariel Thomas, motion director, social strategist, founder of creative agency Cinema Tom, and wellness gummy brand Remy. In these episodes, I also share my own creative process, the highs and lows, building my dream creative career, building a team, and building a suite of global clients. I share pretty much everything that I'm learning along the way. If you're someone with big creative ideas and the ambition to bring them to life, this podcast is for you. As always, these are very visual people talking about very visual things, so head over to @Process the Podcast and follow along as we give you context to not only hear what these creatives are talking about, but you can see it too. Let's dive in. So, talk to me about now who you are. Instagram handle, Stephanie somebody. And if people don't know this account, you need to know this account. What's your last name?
Stamatis.
Okay. Is that because people were like, Stephanie somebody? And so it just came up?
I was scared of the internet, right?
Oh.
So I was, MySpace happened.
Yes.
Like, I'm not going to put my real name on MySpace.
Oh,
what are people going to do with that?
Yeah, okay.
So I was Chihiro on MySpace, which is what was my favorite Spirited Away character, like a Studio Ghibli film. So I was Chihiro on that, and my little avatar was like this potato thing.
Yeah.
And then that feeling of like, I don't want people to know who I am. Once I started my Instagram account, I was Stephanie somebody. I liked alliteration.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep my alliteration. And then it just got too big for me to delete because people are like, oh, you're Stephanie somebody. It's like, yes, I have a surname. And I have had people ask me, is that your real surname? No. It's Stamatis.
Classic.
I know.
So what do you now call yourself as your job title?
Oh, now, as of this year, I finally got the confidence to actually call myself an art director, which is what I've been doing for so long.
Yeah.
It's really hard to make those transitions of claiming this is what I actually do. This is what I've been doing the whole time. But like now you're actually going to pay me as this thing. So, maybe 5 years ago, I would get a brief from a client and I would do the entire shot list and I'll do all the mood boarding. I would figure out what every single shot is, what every single prop is. But they would basically just get it for free. Whereas now I'm like, no, I'm going to take your brand. I'm going to evolve it. And I'm going to create this photo shoot for you. And you can pay me for that as well, please.
So are you shooting them?
I do sometimes shoot. I was shooting yesterday.
Yes.
It's a very different look to my commercial work.
Yeah. Like
there's obviously a polish. Like I have a standard that I feel like I have to live up for myself as well. If I'm going to put my work out, put my name on it, the photo should be in focus. But I feel like it's a lot more like painterly. It's more like that's kind of my art practice, even though it lives in the commercial world. Whereas I work commercially for bigger brands because I want to be able to have my head in the shot list.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I'm dealing with the client. I'm like working with all my collaborators. We've got everyone on the set. Like if I'm doing everything, there's no way that I could communicate effectively with everyone. So my photography is me and my lighting assistant / moral support in a room.
To be like, is this good?
Yeah. I'm like, what am I doing? Can you help?
It's so funny, isn't it? How we just like need them to be like, is this any good? Or like, oh, can we?
Like I'll just be like, he's like, bro, you need a macro.
Yeah.
Shout out Daniel. Yeah.
Who do you use?
Just this amazing. He's a photographer as well.
Yeah.
Daniel Groomer. He's incredible. And I work with the photographer I work with a lot now is Anika Kafkaladis. And I also work with Hugh Davison quite a lot. And then I've like got other photographers I'm working with internationally. I hire the people I trust.
Of course.
And people that will let me be the architect.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to say I'm an art director, but I'm also the stylist. I'm also the set designer. I've got my hand on everything. So like if I'm talking to the client and I've said this shot is going to be over the top in this way, I have to be able to communicate that to the photographer and they have to be able to take that on.
Yeah.
Whereas I find if I work with photographers who want to be more of the art director themselves, there's not enough room for both of us.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I work with people that are highly collaborative and they're just the best people.
It's interesting the older you get and you just have your people and it's so fast.
Oh, my group is
But
dwindling.
when you start, you're like, oh, they don't take a chance on anyone. Like, how do I get in and work with them? Like, how do I do that? But now
you become like me. It's like, no.
Yeah, literally just like I can't have a new face on set today because there's just too much at stake and I've said a couple of times on the podcast, like when people are like, oh, just like give me a shot, like put me in, coach, like that kind of thing. Yeah. It's like that's great and that energy is really healthy. But also
the time for that
right?
Today.
You're like, nah.
I could hardly find my shoes this morning. I can't manage you today. And even my amazing assistant, she's graduated and she's now, doing it for herself. And I text her most weeks and just say, hey, do you have time for one more?
Yeah.
Get the team back together, help.
Yeah.
Because it's like with how many jobs I'm doing back to back, I used to, even 5 years ago, I'd be saying 1 shoot a week, 2's too many. Like, okay, maybe I can manage 2 because I'd be like on everything. I'm on the tools.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm doing shoots most days with 1 day off, in between. And then I'll go overseas and I'll do a week's worth of shooting. And I'll come back and have 1 day off and go back to shooting.
Yeah.
And I need people that can run jobs for me while I'm not here.
Yeah.
So they have to be able to be really self-sufficient. They have to know what I need and work off a vague list.
Yeah, okay. So when you say run jobs, do you mean literally shooting them?
No.
Just the
pre-production
and post, yeah. So then it's all running sort of like, I imagine all your days would be similar to ours, like a Venn diagram, and they just merge and you're like, okay, and then a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of this, but then we're mainly on this today. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so like logistics and if we need a wall built, I don't care how that wall gets built. I just needed my shoot. I'm so sorry. Like this is too much for me.
Yeah. Totally.
And it is that brain, that load, that mental load, and just having just the best people.
And trusting them to be like, the wall's going to look exactly like you asked it to look.
Oh my God. And they're so good.
Yeah.
They're people just like when you work with people and you treat them well, like people want to actually work with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like that's something I've learned along the way is like it's how you've made people feel when they leave.
Yeah.
Like I have so much gratitude for everyone in that room.
Yeah.
That I couldn't do what I do without everyone killing themselves around me.
Yeah. It's pretty remarkable how
it's crazy
when you walk onto a set, the right people and just how much they will do for you and how quickly they'll move. Yeah. I'm like, it's quite interesting. I sent a girl over to the Philippines for a job which I run and I would usually go there, but for this I wasn't fit to fly. So I sent a girlfriend of mine, a producer, and I was like, the team that we have over in the Philippines, they'll literally run. Yeah. And she thought I was kidding. And then she was like, they literally run. Yeah. And it's remarkable now to be 33 and sit back and be like, I have commanded a respect from these beautiful people.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That when we say something's important, they literally understand just the weight of that. Even though we're not saving lives, we're fucking throwing an event inside of an Anchor store. But the effort, it's so beautiful that wow, the
because
respect.
I've got gratitude. Yeah. I am so lucky to do this every day. I'm so lucky to work with all my best friends.
Isn't it so fun?
It's wild. Also, what we do, it's so dumb. It's so funny. It's just, it's so dumb. We sometimes stand back and just go, can you believe what we did this today? This is really nice.
Yeah. But also, I have so much fun on set, I sometimes forget to hit up my actual friends.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any friends left.
I'm just a circus.
I am an actual circus. Yeah.
So if we were to explain the look and feel of what you do on your Instagram to someone that didn't have Instagram, what would you say? Or like my dad, if like a dad asked you, hey.
I used to try to, I don't think they get it still.
Would you be like, I work with products and I make them look beautiful? Yeah. Flat lay, like.
I'd say that if you opened up a fashion magazine and there was an ad in it or an editorial or if it's placed, I'm putting the things in front of the camera to be photographed.
But you're not specifically doing that in an apparel place.
No.
Never with people? Or
like people kind of like if they are a component of a still life shoot. Like I was just in Paris doing a rebrand for a brand. They've done a full rebrand.
We can't say who?
Not yet.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just going to not. I don't know how that stuff works, hey?
We'll leave it.
Yeah.
Throw in name drop some other ones though.
So I've got, so I had 2 days of the still life, the product, and I had 2 days of people.
Okay.
So it was for hair.
Okay.
And then I had 2 different photographers on each of those, and I am the bridge.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the 2 days that I had the still life, very hands-on in control, really like shaping light and stuff. And then the other two, I was just going between the stills and the motion, just going, yeah, get her to do this. Yeah, that's really nice. Like talking about light and stuff. So that's amazing. Like to be able to be at a level now where I can oversee an entire project, make sure that two photographers come together, because those photos are going to sit together as diptychs. Like they're going to actually be viewed.
Yeah.
Two images together by two different photographers, two different styles.
Yeah.
That marrying and making sure, like that's my favorite thing, is just making a mood board.
Did you just say diptych?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Two photos together, dip, die. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet. I've never heard that before.
No. I don't know if it's diptych, dictiche, dip. That's it.
Okay.
They're the two ways to say
I've always been like, oh yeah, because like just verbally when I remember that trend kind of coming about. Baina does it really, really well.
Yes, they do.
So I always just be like,
so
how
good.
Baina just put them together.
The two images together.
Yeah, but I've never heard the name of it. I'm just like, side by side. Okay.
Two images together to tell a story. And then you get that opportunity to do like a big brand logo over the top. And so that's been great to be able to do the two components. So I generally, I don't know, I'm not a fashion person. I trust the photographer. I know what I like. I know what I want it to look like. But I feel like if I was going to hire a photographer, they'd be doing that anyway. Yeah. Because I hire people for the jobs based on what I think their abilities are. Yeah. Yeah.
So talk us through because you mentioned this is your second wind, if you will.
Yeah.
What was before? What were you doing? And you mentioned you've been doing this for 10 years. So had you always been in the Australian market too? This would be really different. Like what you would have been doing and how people...
Things are changing so fast.
Yeah, and how people were like really keen to work with you back then. There would have been very different brands, I assume, that would have appreciated what you do.
Yeah, I've hit the Willy Wonka glass ceiling situation. So I've kind of been in this bubble of Australia and what we are actually able to achieve here, and very tall poppy situation. Like it's kind of like once the agencies, they know my name, but they just don't hire me. Yeah. I don't really have the brands here. So I started, rewind, I started as an interior designer.
Yeah.
Actually studied for that. I worked 5 years in a horrible office situation, thinking it was my dream job. I'm like, this is what I've always wanted.
Yeah.
And then I found Instagram, which kind of like gave me a bit of a world building experience. I would just have a little escape, create photos, and then people started getting Instagram like, can you do that for us? So I was starting to be hired by little brands in Australia just to do Instagram for them. And then one of my now very good friends, Megan Morton, basically said, you're going to teach everyone in Australia how to use Instagram. So I toured with her. I did goodness knows how many classes. I went to New York. We went to like New Zealand. We did all these classes. I like did classes for like Martha Stewart's wedding people and like it. Yeah. So I was teaching everyone how to get brand themselves, how to
under what kind of banner
was it? Instagram 101.
Okay.
Wild.
Okay.
Like I could never do that now.
And that was just that wasn't for Instagram?
No.
Okay.
It was just, Megan ran a thing called The School.
Yeah.
And she had anyone that had special talent, she would distill it into a class.
Whoa.
And you could just go sit that class, you know?
Amazing.
Yeah. So I did a lot of those.
Okay.
Which were about 4 hours long, just me talking about this thing, which it was basically just like a branding workshop.
Yeah.
You know, how to make yourself appear to the broader audience. Like, because it was really basic stuff at the time, but you got to remember we didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know any of this 8 years ago. I don't even know how long ago it was. To be honest, that could have been 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people got to know me from that. And then I quit my job.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? I'm making not a lot of money at this place.
Yeah. And you hated it.
I hated it. Like, I'll find something else. I'll do something else. Maybe I'll start freelancing. I didn't know what freelancing was.
Yeah.
Again, I just kind of took little jobs on and did houses and little photography jobs and started to like meet photographers and stuff. And then people were just really interested in the rise of this person doing Instagram. And because I became a name, I kind of had solid interest over the last, however many years. But I feel like this breakthrough that I've made in the last year has been more significant than that. And it has to have to do with just the zeitgeist and people seeing things and people wanting the currency of imagery and also getting an agent. I think that's really, really helped for public perception of what I'm able to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to have helped.
So you would have gone from working as an art director in the interiors space? Or was it art
essentially
director across?
Yeah, I was called an FF&E specialist.
What is that?
So furnishings, fittings and equipment. So I would do the concept work. I would make the books.
Yeah, okay.
And I would do all the PowerPoint presentations and make all the mood boards. And then I would translate that mood board into material selections, furniture selections. So that was my job.
Okay.
Which is like the best part of being an interior designer.
Yeah.
And I would work with like the CAD people to like design details, but the way that office works was very detached.
Yeah.
You had your job, you sit on that side of the office, we had our job. And it was that repetition of like, finish a project, hand it over. Oh, they didn't understand it. They didn't like it. Redo it. Nothing ever got built.
Yeah, okay.
It was just horrible. It was a toxic environment. And it was just like, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah. I've got a lot more in me.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to get it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you moved over then, when did you start doing any resemblance of the work that you do today?
Pretty early. Like I was hosting like little workshops.
Yeah.
And they'd want me to do like Photoshop photos for my workshops. So I'd kind of like make a vignette. I guess that's what they used to call them.
Yeah.
Vignettes.
Okay.
Vignettes and flat lays.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I'd be making vignettes and flat lays. Just I'd do a lot of like thrifting and find kind of rustic, cute things. And I was obsessed with like old type and old cards and just stuff that had a lot of personality.
Yeah.
So I'd be making these photos, like layered textural. It's the same thing essentially. It was either one perfect thing in the middle of a frame or it was a collection of things that told a story.
Okay.
It's the same DNA.
What kind of brands were you working with back then?
Oh God. Not even brands. Like small design firms.
Okay.
Like magazines that don't exist anymore.
Yeah, okay.
I did a lot of books.
Okay.
Yeah, I've stopped, pretty much retired from food.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done like 15 cookbooks over these years as well. Yeah.
Cookbooks is probably the real
intense.
the real training.
That basically like getting out 12 recipes a day on new plates and everything has to look different and plating and all the storytelling. I'm obsessed with objects and their storytelling.
Yeah.
So like every book would have a different vibe and the props have to go along with that vibe. Does this live in this world? Does this person own this thing? Is this believable? Has this person stepped away from this moment? That was intense training. And then I can't even think of the trajectory of what I've done in the years. I've done a lot of like commercial work for like wine labels and stuff like that. It's always wine. And more recently, it's a really hard line to beauty, which is what I'm really loving.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah, I love it.
So when did you start to do what you do now in the global scale? How did that come about?
Globally, I think it's been building up a little bit, maybe 3 years post-pandemic. I'd be starting to get emails from like New York and LA. It's like, hey, are you in town? It's like, well, I don't live there. It could be. Like, who's flying me? But people started to assume that I was either in London, in New York. And I kept it vague. Because I could be.
Yeah, on your website, when I was like, where is this girl? Because I really wanted to chat to you.
I feel like it's obvious.
And then it's not at all. And then I was like, I looked at your bio and it was like, Melbourne, Australia. I nearly peed my pants. I was like, thank God. Oh my God, one of us. Okay.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. And I'm not like everyone asked me when you're moving. I'm like, I like it here. It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a very easy place to live.
And
I'll fly in.
You've got your people.
Got my people. I've got a husband. I've got a daughter. Like, I've got my family.
Yeah.
It's easy. I can park my car outside my house.
Yeah.
If I lived anywhere else, I probably wouldn't be that chill, Like I like my downtime here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made a hard line to beauty. Like I love beauty. I love fashion accessories.
Did you do that strategically?
A little bit. Because it made sense to me, like the still life that I was working on, my own personal still lives when the client's product isn't in there. Like at the end of the day, we might put together something that's just like, oh, I've got these beautiful props. Let's just do a couple of photos. Well, the client packs up.
When the client packs up.
you've got all that beautiful stuff. It's like, well,
Yeah.
this background's gorgeous and this stuff is so nice. Let's make something nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very apparent to me that just like a shoe could fit into that set quite easily. Like it would go from this like artistic still life to I could make this commercial. So like why don't I make this commercial?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the world has just become beauty obsessed. There's so many brands.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot to work on.
Yes.
Yeah. And world building for different beauty brands is such a great challenge.
Yeah.
Like making sure they don't all look alike. And yeah, I can't even think. I love doing editorial work as well, like shooting like a 12-page story for a magazine or something like that. That's always amazing because you can be a little bit more free.
Yeah.
I just shot for Aesop again.
Yes.
Which was really nice. Very open brief. They've been
so you mentioned off mic that some people are just like, no, just do you. And
just
they're
do
very
it.
hands off.
Yeah.
What sort of briefs do you receive then?
I receive, hi, we want to work with you. If it's from like more of an agency, they might have a brief. If it's from an individual, they might have like a couple of pictures.
Okay.
Of what they want to achieve. And I always want to see, just tell me exactly what you want. And then I'm going to reverse brief this. And I go, yep, I see what this is. This is what I want to make it. And if we all agree, let's go.
Wow.
So I reverse brief everything if I don't do the full art direction myself from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. So a very conscious decision when I took on an agent overseas was that I am the art director as well, unless it's a really great job that has great art direction. I'm not a set designer. I'm not a stylist. I don't just a stylist. I don't work well in that situation. Like if photos are already decided on, that stresses me out.
Really?
Getting the perfect one rock. And then like you look at the people that actually do this as a career and they've got like a table of 50 rocks for everyone to like look at and agree on. And that gives me such anxiety. I bring one rock because I like the rock, you know?
Are you literally talking about a rock? Like a rock
literal
from
rock.
A rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of there's always
Pebbles.
a rock. we want a piece of stone for our whatever to sit on. Like, are we still doing broken pieces of marble?
Apparently.
No, not anymore. Yeah, so I work much better when I have more flexibility. Unless it's a brand I love. And then I'm just like, you've got the best ideas. Let me work on this. Summer Fridays is a really good example.
Okay.
Which they send the best briefs. And
what are they like? What do you makes them the best?
I just have really, really good references, and they're references that I would pick myself. And they just make really nice style choices, and their products are beautiful to work with. And like all of that together makes me go, yeah, like I will do that for you. You know, I'm very happy to do that for you.
And do you do that remote or do you fly?
Yeah, that's remote.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are they hiring you to then hire the photographer and your whole crew?
Well,
or for
the
you
photographer and I came together. I'm pretty sure they would have contacted her first, but I'd already worked with them in the past.
Yeah.
So she's just like, let me just run this by them, and then just like, yeah, this works. And then they don't even know who else is there on the day. We're just like, we've got assistants, we've got the crew, we're getting the props. I show them what we've collected, just like, do you like this? And they generally approve everything, and then we go.
So when you say what you've collected?
Yeah, a lot of it's really like storytelling.
Yeah. With
those guys. Like it's the perfect towel rail, or a really good like cup.
Okay.
Or like the perfect color sink.
Got it.
Like they've got really good taste. Okay. And their branding and marketing strategy is just next level. They're just so clever. Wow. So that's an exciting brand to work with. But I've got a lot of those brands. Like I just worked with Goop, and the creative director there is just a genius, and I love her, and she's just the sweetest thing. Yeah. And she has gorgeous direction. Yeah. So I'm just like, tell me what you want. Let me do this for you, you know? Yeah. So it's just dependent on the brand as well.
What do you think you're learning from these global brands?
Scale up.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the shoot that I did last week in Paris, we had, I don't know, 30 people on set.
Yeah.
And like there's like me overseeing the photographers, and they both have their teams, and then everyone has an agent, and
right.
You know, and just managing a scale up and kind of what images need to say on a wider kind of like glance. Like if you're doing a day of 20 photos, every image needs to go with a certain message. So what's our messaging for every photo? What's our product for every photo? Who are you talking to? What's it say?
Wow.
Yeah. Like I'm really, really diligent. Although you might not see it, there's a story behind every image and everything needs to make sense for me.
So when you say that the creative director of Goop is a genius,
oh, she's just,
is it because you think that she has
her brain in every department?
Okay.
And she's working with so many people and it all comes together.
Okay.
And I feel like I learned a lot from her as well. Hiring the right people, not dying on the hill.
Yeah.
You know, what's plan B? I'm a plan B'er.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's not spend an hour on this.
Yeah.
Let's move on. And we're probably going to make something better. Like it's fine.
Yes.
Like it's not brain surgery, you know, like let's just make some beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes to how you think if we were to look more in your strategic brain and your career girl brain, how you've gotten to where you've gotten. Who is she?
Where is she?
The brands, although yes, they tumble into your inbox, there's got to be some part of you that's like, okay, strategically, I'm going to start to be putting all of this on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm more pipe dreamy.
Okay.
Like I would love to do this. I would love to do that.
Okay.
And then I think I push myself to create work that can live in that world. And then I kind of wait for those people to find me.
Okay.
Now with an agent, it's like I don't even think we've done that. I know in Paris we've done like a mail out. Hey, people, would you like to meet me? But everyone I'm working with currently have found me. So like, I'm notoriously terrible at that. I do wait for people to come to me. But the strategy is to make sure that the work is undeniable.
Right.
Yeah.
They can see themselves in that work and that would be something that they would.
And I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
And I get the best out of the photographer and we're all excited. Like when we live I always love taking home like the contact sheet and I look at it when I'm going home and I look at it that night and like I want to be excited about the photos every time I leave a shoot. It doesn't matter like who it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you, in all the belongings that you've kept from all the shoots, do you have like a pretty serious thing of props?
I have a pretty serious hoarding issue.
Is it like a shed or a tub? Like what are we?
It's 2 lockers and a lot of my house.
Okay.
And because I've been so busy this year, it's
they're just
horrible.
Bits everywhere.
Horrible. Yeah.
Do you part with things? Or you're like, yeah, I don't need that anymore?
But it's,
or are you
it's
like I might need that for a job?
Yeah, because it's all good stuff. And it's like things like
nothing is ugly. So.
Nothing is like, but maybe it's like the perfect crumpled napkin.
Oh my God.
Or it's a really good packet of sugar from Italy. Like there is so much of that around.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, my husband doesn't.
Is he a minimalist?
Yeah.
That's a clash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like it's that classic thing of like the one desk in one side's got like a pen, a glass of water. And then my side's just like everything's spread out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can tell when I've come home just everything's everywhere and yeah, that's like I'm messy in a creative sense.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There's a word that's like perfectly imperfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of, yeah, exactly. So speaking of perfectly imperfect, how do you think that you navigated through earning your eye? Just runs on the board, time?
Yeah, time. I think I was born with it, undeniably born with it.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've always been creative. I was the black sheep, the weird kid. I drew. I didn't have friends, you know, I had a lot of alone time. You know, I was really bullied in primary school.
Okay.
Forced me to kind of like spend a lot of time with myself, my own thoughts. And I'd go to my grandmother's house on the weekend and she was very creative.
Grandma's houses have so many.
It was my safe place. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
But she was always sewing, knitting, cooking.
Yeah.
You know, all the women's work that we kind of like disregard as like, but her perfectionism is probably something that I learned. But also I'm a people pleaser and I was just always like, if I'm not perfect, no one's going to like me. So that perfectionism, which is something that you have to kind of like balance mentally your whole life.
Yeah.
Now I just love making things imperfectly perfect, where it's like it looks like a mess, but if you look into that mess, there is so much order in that chaos.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do.
You're
So I think-
very good at it.
Thanks.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my whole life though. Like it looks insane from the outside, but everything has its own lane.
Yeah.
I've got it sorted. It's fine. You know, like when people are like, "Where is this?" Oh, it's fine. I've got it.
Yeah.
It's all filed away in my brain somewhere.
So when do you know when an image is done?
You just feel it. How doesn't like it? Same way an artist knows when the last brushstroke is. You just feel when it's done. Yeah.
It's so interesting that you just, and then you being the final, I guess, say on a set that's remote, especially.
Yeah.
Are you
we
got to
agree.
move on?
It's between me and the photographer. We
Yeah.
disagree. It's like, I've done everything I want to do on this. Have you done everything that you want to do? Great. Let's send it to the client. Let's get a sign off. Let's move on.
What do you do if it's not working?
I will give it another shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just flat out say, then it's not going to, I don't think it'll work. Let me try something else. I've always got a plan B.
Yeah, okay.
I've always got I've got like a Filodex brain.
Okay.
I've got another thing. Let me try something else.
Okay. When you think about plan B as a filmmaker, which is my trade, you've got your music, you've got editing techniques, you've got camera movement, you've got in camera and in post things to do.
You can cover it all up. You can somewhere you can massage.
What do you think that you go to for your Rolodex? Are you kind of like, it's a color change or is it a composition
it's composition.
change? Okay.
Yeah. And I'm always in a vibe. So it's like, okay, within this mood, within this world, what are the ways that we can do this? And like if it's a lip gloss, for instance, it has to be a certain scale. So if it's little and the tray's not working, what's another way that we can do that? Maybe it's in a pocket. Maybe it's in like a spilled handbag. If it's larger than that, if it has to go on a counter, like what's the deck? The solid white's not working. Reflection will work. Let's add water to it. So what are those elements that we can add to this to like enhance how visceral this is and put people into the moment? And we want to be able to create moments that like people unknowingly relate to. You know, like spritzes on, if it's a shampoo, like if you spritz it with water, it looks like it's in the shower with you.
Yeah.
So you already imagine your life with that product.
Right. When we talk about aesthetics and vibes, you definitely have an aesthetic happening right now on Instagram.
Yeah.
For sure. You're kind of in your world and what you like, but we also don't share everything that we make. What's your split of like how much you would share versus how much never would even make it to Instagram ever?
I had a period where I was sharing pretty much everything. Like I'd have at least a photo from every shoot. But I think now that I'm doing more and more commercial work, it's just getting maybe cleaner and cleaner sometimes. But I will have any project that I've enjoyed working on, there's probably like 2 or 3 images I can share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But but the bigger the clients get, the longer the embargo is.
Yeah.
So it looks like I haven't done anything. I've been so busy, but like for 4 months, I've got nothing I can share.
I swear.
I swear. I wouldn't even lie about that. If I was having a holiday, I would tell everyone it's fine. But there's just so many projects at the moment that I have to wait to share things. And
do you do any unsexy, boring jobs that you don't even share?
So I have a few clients that I'm just like the people.
Yeah.
And I like the team still.
Yeah.
And they're generally the ones that are falling off at the moment because I just don't have time.
Yeah, okay.
I can't also do that.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like they've gotten to the point where I can hand them over, and I've probably got 3 clients that I've handed over quite recently that I feel like they're done with me. I don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like they're not getting the best out of me because I don't have the mental, like the capacity to do this to the level that I want to. So I'd rather hand it over to someone that has more time than I do.
Yeah, okay.
So they're generally just like probably Australian brands that I have a relationship with already that I'm able to say like, I would love to give you to my ex-assistant stylist in her own right. You know, I think that she's going to do a better job for this than I will. Because half the time I am coming home and just like jumping onto a job.
Have you found that the Australian crews with Tall Poppy have been a bit like, oh, you're in Paris last week? Oh.
No, I haven't found that. People are like, the people I surround myself with now, everyone's so happy for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, where are you? Checking up. You know, like everyone checks up.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Like
good.
I've always got people that I've worked with in the past that I don't talk to them anymore.
Yeah.
Like a florist to just this amazing woman that I used to just see a lot many years ago. She just said, we don't work with assholes. And that's just stayed with me.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
yeah, why would we?
Yeah.
We don't have to anymore. I just have to like, no, I'm not missing out on anything if I'm not getting the jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creatively, it takes a lot to fly in, fly out. It's like creative FIFO work.
Yeah.
I'm doing it as well.
It's a lot.
What kind of tips have you got for self-care in that?
What
is
self-care?
But like,
are
you know
okay.
how like I'm trying now to fly in at least a day before.
Yeah.
I always get breakfast included so that I can grab a quick croissant and a coffee on the way out.
Absolutely.
Like these things that you learn.
No, they're the things. Like absolute real talk, a photographer will make so much more money than me on a job.
Yeah.
So they're able to book a nice hotel. I get the slightly shitty hotel.
Why do they make more than you if you
Copyright, they own the
Okay.
photos. They charge for usage of the photos. The day rate's just higher. Everything's higher.
Okay.
It's just it's a lag that just continues to happen, which I really struggle with, the fact that I have created an image and that like someone can actually sell that over and over again without having to give me money for creating that image.
Yeah.
And that's what I also find, that if the photographer's a decent person, you work stuff like that out as well. Like I don't get usage, but anyway. So, but lately I have been booking a nicer hotel. You know,
girl.
like, oh my God, it's everything. Just having like comfort. I want comfort.
Yeah.
I can't do like uncomfortable anymore.
Yeah.
I'm too old. Still can't afford to go into business, but I'm getting premium economy. I get there 2 days before. I have a day to myself. I have half a day for like catching up with the client and meetings and sourcing the last things. I have assistants in the other countries doing the propping for me. I generally don't do the big stuff by myself. I hand it all over. And then just good food and trying to go to bed.
Nourishing and
yeah.
Not
even nourishing, just like that steak, really good steak.
The hardest part about working in Southeast Asia is the food poisoning. I've gone down twice and I'm going again tomorrow. We leave and we're away for 11 days. And I'm like,
you don't know when it's going to get you.
I'm turning into a vegetarian. I can't. You also shouldn't eat lettuce because they wash that in the natural tap water and stuff like that. And it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. But trying.
But then you could also just not get anything.
And everyone's like, wow, you have such an amazing life. And you're like, I'm so tired, bro.
I know, like, but we do.
I know. Like, it is such a blessing.
It's ridiculous. Like, we're so lucky. But yeah, like, I'm jet lagged now.
How do you go about when a brief comes in to decide if you're shooting it or if you're getting a photographer to shoot it? If somebody wants you to do the whole thing.
If it's a little job.
Yeah.
Like
what's little for you?
Like, I'm doing like a bit of like user-generated content stuff. So,
okay.
I do stuff like Aesop stuff or like Armani. Like they'll say, we just want you to do you. Can you just make 12 images?
What does user-generated content for them look like?
For them, it's hiring a creative to make content that looks exactly like it would blend into their feed, that it's got their product placed in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's good enough, they'll put it on their feed. But if it's not, they'll just run it as an ad.
Okay.
So it lives on your feed and they run it as an ad.
Okay.
So I do a bit of that just for the right brand.
But what do you mean you do it? What do you do?
I create the brief.
Yeah.
They give me generally like, here's the product. It needs to be shot X many times. Like I've had things that like if you're making a collage of images or if you're making a video, it has to appear within the first second. So it's like, oh, no, that we have to get that brand recognition in straight away. Then we can go ham on the creative and just like jazz all over it. And then the product kind of has to appear again. And then if it's just photos, it's like, how would this product look in the Stephanie Somebody world?
Yeah.
And then there's actually like, you would see it as that back end thing. It's like create an ad at a collaborator and then you tag it as an ad and then they see it as an ad and then they pay for the ad to run.
Okay, yeah.
And it runs from your post.
Okay.
So like I do some of that stuff. I used to say no to everything. I had so much dignity. Like, where'd that get me? Now I'm just like, yeah, I'll do that. If it's for the right brand.
So user-generated content usually for the brands that we're working with, like a Summer Fridays, that kind of means, hey, I'm a girly pop and like this is me using my lip balm.
Yeah. For me, it's very, very different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like for me, it's just like here's a collection of, I've made my own mood board. I shot the mood board. Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. And it's
I love that.
Yeah. That's I love it. I love doing it. I did it yesterday. I had such a nice shoot and we just created images that we are proud of, like that I am proud of.
Yeah.
And today my husband's cutting it together.
Oh, wow.
So
what does he do?
Family affair. He's a director, filmmaker.
What's his name?
He's been working as a Tim Melville.
Okay.
He's been working as an editor since our daughter was born. So
oh my God.
since like COVID and since she was born, so like maybe 5 years, he's just been on the editing train just to kind of work from home.
Love this.
If you ever need an editor.
Always.
Yeah.
Great.
He's just like chugging away for us, which is incredible because like with my success, it means someone has to step back.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
You know, with the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. It's like, but it gives me the opportunity to say, cool, you're free for me then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's so good.
Can I get you on this project? So like, then we kind of talk about, I've got like, what have I got, 30 images and I wanted to tell this story. And I was thinking about having it like, you know, when you get like SBS, like closed captioning, it's like yellow sometimes. I want to do this storytelling thing. It's got images and storytelling. And it's like, maybe it's got this movement. So he'll like chop something together and we'll figure it out.
Love that.
When Sasha's going to sleep.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How old is your daughter?
She's nearly 4.
Okay.
In December.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's just heaps of fun and really happy at the moment. So that's smooth sailing.
Amazing.
And God knows when that'll end. It's a roller coaster.
So with the briefing process of how that works and how you then bring something to life, I think probably the easiest and offensive way to do this of speaking about a brand or work that you have already done is probably just to use like Remy as an example, which we're now trying to piece this together mentally of how we present Remy as a brand that is not done before. We've got flavors. So you can imagine it's an energy gummy. You take 1 for focus and 2 for a workout. Yeah. It basically just removes the 3 p.m. slump. Yeah. They are delicious and I love them. They're not creatine, they're carnitine and taurine, which is a cognitive enhancer and it also takes water from the muscles and pushes it to the brain. So we get more
brain fog.
Yeah, and it just reduces the brain fog.
Great.
When we think about that, I'm like, yeah, I know what mood board I'd make for an Instagram like girly pop. She'd have like those Miu Miu glasses and she'd be like, cool. And then when we release strawberry, she's going to be in her active wear and it's going to be like pink.
Pink, yeah.
But that feels so like...
Well, that's the level that'd be like, great, you know that level. I can't do that for you.
Yeah. So that is where when we're sitting on Pinterest, what immediately hits and comes to mind. Yeah. But I know that you are working from such a deeper... storytelling, much more integrity, and obviously much more beautiful imagery. Yeah. Where does your mind go?
Mine references.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so for you, I would say go and find just 5 images that you love.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what they are.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist? What's your favorite color? What brands are you looking at when you're looking at the architecture of your brand? Who are your mates in the industry, you know? So then I'll take aspects from all of that. Like your favorite artist is Cy Twombly. Maybe we do something that's really pared back and like everything's a bit squiggly and there's organic forms and it's like loose and pared back and it lives in that world of airy, architectural, the perfect house, like quiet luxury. Does it sit there? Or does it sit in a world where it's much more high vibes, it's colorful, but it's still sophisticated? Like, do we have solid colors? Do we talk about your branding tone? Like, do we talk about flavor? Or do we just go like full commercial chaos? So where are we sitting in that? I always like to go, what is the most beautiful photo that we can make, that we can get away with? Yeah. And then, you know, what do you want to do? Do you want to shoot it with people? Do you want people to be taking it? Do we get a location house? Do we get a studio? Are we doing portraits? Do you want to see it in location? Do we put it in a tray? Do we put it on a table side? Like, do it all in studio? Do we get a house? So like these are all the things that we start ticking off. And that comes from initial mood board. So I generally take a mood board from you. I'm like, we can do this. That's a really beautiful portrait of a girl, backlit, looks super 90s. Let's take that element. And this is a really nice, you know, it's on your shelf at home.
It's funny to watch you do this because I can literally see you moving your eyes around the mood board that you've made up in your head right now. And I'm like, I want to see.
Yeah. Yes. I had a dentist say that to me once. She was like, you're so lucky. You see things in your head. I'm like, do you not see things in
Yeah,
your
what
head?
do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
What is she doing?
Apparently some people don't see things in their brain. Like if you imagine a chair, I can see a chair. What kind of chair is it? Mine's a Van Gogh chair.
Yeah, mine's
What's
a
your
wishbone.
chair? Right?
But
she can't see a chair.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Boring.
Do you see the word chair? Or are you just thinking about the concept of a chair?
Oh.
Right?
I can't imagine.
No, neither can I.
I'm too bing bong for that shit.
So I can see it all.
Yeah, okay.
In my brain. And then I start mushing all that together. So it's like, what do you need? I need to know what you need.
As in what do you want? What kind of language do you want them to feed back to you then?
What is this specific? What is the storytelling? What are the requirements? What are you selling off this image? Every single image has to have a call to action for me.
Okay.
Like it's in your bathroom. It's on your shelf. That's where you keep it.
Okay.
I can see myself in there. It's, you know, it's on the perfect side table, you know, in the perfect room because that's the person you're trying to attract. Someone's carrying it in their bag. It's the correct bag for your audience. Speaking of Miu Miu, imagine a little Miu Miu bag. It's spilled out and your gummies come out. So what are we telling?
Okay.
And you're a brand. So what brands are you affiliated with?
Yeah.
And what's their language and their visual storytelling? And then we try to key into all of that.
Mentally, how long does that take you to go from reading the brief, getting it, stewing, pulling references, and then the zhuzhing of a doc?
The initial laydown of this is what I want it to look like, it could take a couple of hours.
Okay.
Literally, like, I know.
Do you lock in? Do you music's on, we're here? What does your desktop look like? Is it chaotic?
No.
Oh.
But my Dropbox is chaotic. I don't use my desktop. I use real books when I can, which bloody has the time to do that. Half the time I'm sitting on Pinterest.
Do you use Cosmos?
No, what's that? Damn.
Shut the fuck up that I have told you what something is.
Phone. Tell me what it is.
Oh my God.
Old. I don't know where things are.
No. You're going to fucking lose it.
Is it?
My old assistant / social media girl, Kiara, told me what this is. Shout out, Kiara. It's like it's better than Pinterest. I'm going to show you after.
You'll have to text that to me because
you'll love it.
Yeah. I'm just going down rabbit holes. I'm like, what are the textures? What are the colors?
Okay.
What are the artworks? How has this been shot in the past? I like my images to look like they've always existed. And I don't want people to question them. But I want to have authenticity.
Why would they question them? What do you mean?
Just like, what's this?
Oh.
You know?
That's rude.
Yeah, right? But I do that. I'm like, why'd they do this? Why'd they shoot like this? What's this lighting? What are these color choices?
Okay.
What are they going for here?
Okay.
Whereas I want things to look just quiet and sophisticated and bring quirkiness in.
Okay.
Everything doesn't have to be fun for the sake of that's our brand, we're fun. It's you can be fun, but let's get this color palette looking really sexy, you know?
Yeah, okay.
I like things made for grown-ups. Yeah.
Okay.
I like a sophisticated, would Frasier Crane buy it? You know?
Wow. Okay.
Like that.
That's so funny. Okay. Yeah.
In the 90s, things were still being made for adults.
Yeah.
It's before that hard hit of 2000 where the Disney Channel basically made everything for children.
Yeah.
Things used to be made for adults.
Yeah.
The things that were in pop culture, everyone was dressing beautifully and things were still of a certain quality because that's, things were being made. Everyone dressed there was this kind of chicness and it was sexy and modest at the same time. How is a slip dress still kind of modest? It's just how you're wearing it, it's everything was sexy and made for adults.
What do you think changed?
Television, marketing. When it started, it went to men and they were like, oh, the men don't read the magazines. Let's market to the women to please the men. and then it stayed on the women for a while, and then the women are buying for children. So like there's this sweet spot where we're like kind of all hedonists and everyone's doing what they want. Everyone's getting educated and they're doing whatever they want. Everyone's got their own credit cards. After the 70s and 80s, like women can buy stuff. There's independence. They want to be sexy. They want to have their own life. Things are for like adults.
Yeah.
And adults want to look like adults. Yeah. Men want to wear a suit. And now men dress like toddlers.
And it like feels like it's their choice. Like they feel empowered by it. Because
but like that's all that's offered to them.
Yeah.
It's like, here, go to this shop. Do you want cargo pants and a t-shirt? Or go to this shop. Do you want cargo shorts and a t-shirt? Like and you have to actually search for things. Like I deal with that with my mum all the time. She's like, I don't know how to find nice clothes. It's like you are just inundated with sportswear and yoga stuff and puffer jackets and like this level of like taste that in Australia, I feel like our taste level is quick, fast, cheap, where it just could be a little bit better than that.
There's like my grandma's 103 and she in our friendship group has taken something because when the last time she was able to fly, it was like 10 years ago. And my girlfriends and I were in our beach house in Port Douglas and she was there and she went into Cairns with my mum and sat down at the table after like a long day of shopping and my girlfriends were like, how was it? Like just being lovely. And she goes, I just want a blouse.
Yes.
And she couldn't find one. And now as like pop culture to my girlfriends, everyone is just like, I just want a blouse. Like it's like a coined thing is what we say when we want something and we just can't fucking find it. Yeah.
We say me and my husband say, where are the grown-ups?
Yeah.
I need like, it's not even the concept of like, I need an adult. It's like, no, where are the grown-ups?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. And then it became like glitter and low-rise jeans and I don't know, like there was just this sexy edginess that we kind of lost.
Yeah.
Kind of after Y2K. That's what I'm referencing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've always had a more mature taste in my age and it's almost like my age is caught up to my taste level.
Yeah, I'm imagining like the JFK Jr. moment and the Carolyn.
Exactly, Karen Bassett. Like they are in all of my mood boards.
Are they?
Do we have a bike? Do we have a backwards hat? He's also wearing a shirt. They're nice boat shoes.
Yeah.
And everything is...
I can see that.
Yeah.
I get it.
Quick, we'll leave the house. Yeah, it's like every choice you make can speak about you.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to just say, oh, this is whatever I could find. Like if you can be bothered, it's fucking energy.
I was watching The Diplomat the other week and Alison Janey, I think, plays the president in that. And the whole point of the Diplomat as a show is that she looks like she hasn't brushed her hair. Yeah. She's this woman who is now in the third season is the US ambassador living in London, and she's delegating through all of the relations between the US and the UK and everything that comes with that, with China, Taiwan, Russia, the Middle East, all of those conversations. And the lead in it, Kate is her name. She is speaking to Alison Janey, who's vice president. She has a really sharp blonde bob. And she's like, you need to look the part. And she's like, oh, I know, because blah, blah, blah. And she goes, no, we live in a visual world. This is not accidental.
Yeah.
And it has just sort of like reinvigorated me. No shit, I know we live in a visual world. I live and breathe visuals, but of the self.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting moment to even now we're considering like moving into an office space and all of that. And I'm like, is this the impression that we should be making? Because,
I just think it's like, if it's authentic to you, then do it.
Yeah.
Don't get hung up on it.
Yeah.
But like if getting your nails done makes you feel good, then do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the most chic women I know, they might have messy hair, but the things that count are done.
Yeah, okay.
Like their jewelry collection is
immaculate.
30 years of collection. They've known for that long.
Yeah.
That's why they're chic. It's not, I went and bought a bunch of brand new things. It's this long life of living.
And curation.
With curation and taste level. And like, that's what I'm obsessed with because I don't come from that.
Yeah.
So like I don't have my family's from the village. My grandma had amazing taste, but like, it's not that waspy thing that you imagine when you think of quiet luxury, but I bloody love nice things.
Yeah.
You know, we all like nice things.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have to keep up with like why people would hire me. I can't walk into a room and look like a mess because are they going to trust me?
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit more about that. How does that feel when we rock up on set to do a visual job and we don't look the part? There's almost a rebellion in being like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But like,
But
no.
then I look at the women and just like, far out. You just are commanding. You don't even know you're doing it. But
Really?
You're commanding my attention right now.
Because of the
Your
togetherness?
skin is incredible. Like that decision that you made in what you're wearing, even though it's probably all you own, incredible. Like I was working with this crazy beautiful stylist on set. Yes, she's in fashion.
Yeah.
But every day she'd come to set, I'm like, I'm obsessed with you. I can't handle how perfect everything is.
Wow.
She's just like, no. Like, yes. I don't know if like, it seems shallow, but I just love women that have spent their whole life just having good taste. It's so, I don't know, it's so important to my brain to look at nice things.
Yeah.
And people are just like another nice thing.
You would love my mum. She's the most put together. She doesn't get out of bed without a fit. And I'm like, I don't
just
have
like
that
the
energy,
effortlessness
but like,
in that as well.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
And
because I feel like you do have to work on it.
Yeah.
You have to work really hard on it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is as easy as just like I wear a uniform now. Because I wear a uniform.
What is your uniform?
Like versions of this jacket, a long sleeve top. I wear like versions of this, like, same jewelry most of the time. I'm not one that's like wearing an outfit of the day. I wear a uniform.
Right.
I think that helps. And then it's just like I've got 4 trench coats and I've got them in different colors, but they are the best version of that I can find for myself.
So the decision fatigue is wrapped up.
Oh, yeah.
Effortless.
God, I am. I'm a mess in the mornings as well. Like, because I've been so busy, I'm sourcing from my house. It's like, what else did I need here? I needed color backdrops and go into my back room, just like looking through color backdrops. And like, I'm doing that in the morning. So I don't have time to be preening and stuff.
Yeah,
like it is what it is.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm very much into uniform dressing as well.
Have you ever thought about starting a brand?
Yeah, all the time. But what would it be? What would people buy? I really desperately need passive income. Like that's the way of the future.
Yeah.
All of the people that I know that are so hands-on.
Yeah.
And that like I am a bottleneck and we are bottlenecks. Like if all these things come and we stop them because we don't have time to work on everything.
Yeah.
So I would love to have some passive income where I could create something. And I don't know what it is that I'm meant to do. I feel like I'll find it one day.
I mean, I think there's lots of things. So many people would want to extract info from you, from your taste.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing more like people front stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it is just like bigger workshop vibe things.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go to a chateau in Italy, France, go to a villa.
Should we?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah. And just like days and days of talking. That's what I'd love to do. That would be cool. But then is there something that just ticks along? I've done a few books. Like I did my first book this year. There's no money in books. It's just like labor of love.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a product. I don't know if I've got it in me to just be, I would definitely separate it from myself. I'd be like the founder of, and that would just have its own. I couldn't promote it myself. I can't get people to buy shit from me.
But your images sell so much.
Yeah. That's why I would have to be separate.
So much.
Yeah.
Do you think about that when you're in your process? How do we sell this image?
I know how to sell a product.
Yeah.
Based on where it is in the frame.
Like, what does that mean?
Like, this glass of water, I want to have it front and center. It has to take up a certain percentage of the crop.
Okay.
Like I want to notice the product if I'm selling it. It has to be, for me, it has to be straight and centered.
Okay.
So if you look at anything that I've got a product in, there might be so much going on, but the product is always right in the middle. Yeah.
Can we pull up some of your work on Insta?
Let's see.
Which is my favorite activity to do. And
doom scrolling?
Talk through them.
Like the Christopher one that I just did.
Which one's that?
The cup with the milk in it. My friend got
This?
Yeah, my friend got
Okay.
the cup, and I'm just like, yeah, let's shoot it. And I was like, one of my favorite things to play with is high and low. Like if we've got this crazy expensive silver plated iced coffee cup,
Yes.
of course we're just going to put milk and donuts with it.
Okay.
So I want to have that front and center, and then the other image of that is going to be a detail. So it's like one wide, one tight, one detail. And I think about that with every single item.
Okay.
Like, can we go in for a second one? Can we get a detail?
Yes. And then on that image, you have a really subtle line through the bottom of it, which almost feels like a fold in paper.
That was actually Huey, the photographer, Hugh Davison.
Yeah.
That is a technique that we like to use to just make photos look like they kind of have been printed.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Oh, I accidentally reshared it. Love your work anyway. I would reshare. Okay.
I don't even know what that button, like, does it go to your feed anyway?
No, it goes into another section of shared, like your
That's so
reposted
bizarre.
stuff.
But yeah, you'll see like any producty things, the product is actually really front and center. And then the storytelling images, they're the ones that are much more loose.
Which is what? Give me an example of one of them.
So this one, that's for Aplos. That's like a image that we created. So an image that went with this was the bottle. So you get the bottle shot.
What is Aplos?
Aplos is a non-alcoholic aperitivo brand out of the States. Most of them live in LA. And it's just like an option for like if you like mixed drinks.
Right.
And it's got like complexity and it's amazing. Another one like it is Gear, who I've also worked with in the past. It's like digestive style drink bases. And you can just drink them like that. Or you can like make mixed drinks with them. They're really like complex. But we had this.
Oh, fuck, I reposted it again. Damn it.
Do me some favors here.
Algorithm bing.
That's a really good example of like that's the storytelling component to a image that was.
This brand has nearly no images of. I mean, every third is a drink.
Yeah,
on their grid.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, because it's world building.
So you've got what appeared to be a loss will turn out in your favor. How many fortune cookies did that take to land on that?
That was the first one. I was like, that works. Let's do it.
And what is that little pill or what is that?
That's a jelly belly. So the concept behind this one is that like there are archetypes.
Yes, okay.
So the archetype for this was the it girl.
Yes.
And like we're thinking of Chloe Savini, turn of the century, like digital camera, walking, like going to the clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, she's smoking her head off. She's got candy in her bag. It's all very like rat bag.
Yes.
So that's the story behind that. Then we've got,
if we were to look at this Bulgari one for Rush.
Yeah.
How does that come about where it ends up on a cup?
So that's an idea I'd done before.
Okay.
And I just thought, like, I like reusing my ideas. Like, when you hire me, I've got ideas and I like to do them again sometimes. So I've done that before, but it wasn't for an actual watch brand. It's actually for a drink company. So the red thing it had a vintage watch on it. And then, so the concept for this was like Year of the Snake. Oh, it was the attributes of the snake from Year of the Snake.
Okay.
Every image was basically white with this element of red and a Bulgari snake piece of jewelry.
Right.
And I thought, well, I put a watch on a glass before. Now I've actually got the watch as the feature. Let's do the glass again. And it's a shot glass because I just really wanted to get in there.
Yeah.
And you've got to think about all the different scales that go along with that stuff. So the watch is a certain size. So we have to really come in and see it.
I love it.
Thanks. Tanika shot that one. She's very good.
Oh my God, this is like a fucking treasure trove. There's so much to discuss. How did you end up with a snake on this?
Oh, that was a concept from so this is one that I shot.
Okay.
So I have a brand called Aesop that I've worked with for years. We've gone through some photographers and then Anna said to me, you can shoot this. She's like, you can do it. I was like, I don't want to do it. She's like, no, you can do it and you will do it. So like I just love her. She told me, she's like, why wouldn't you do this? Like you've got the ideas, you've got the ability.
Yeah.
Again, my friend helped me with the lighting. Again, shout out Daniel. So he's set the lighting up for me. And at that point, it's just like, I know the frame. So just like point and shoot.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where it's just like, my camera is set up for me. I have worked on some edits myself. So I shoot and I look at the edit. And anyway, she had this idea of snakes. I'm like, yes, I want to shoot snakes. So we're literally shooting snakes. So they were just like right there and they would keep coming for me. And I just like reposition their heads. So they're like the most beautiful, gentle animals.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 of them in particular were very drowsy and just lovely.
Yeah, sleepy little snakes.
Just they didn't care. They were just like, want me to wrap on this shoe? Okay. So yeah, that's that particular client. We have so much overlap with our taste level, and she'll send me a mood board and I'm just like, yeah, let's go.
How did you end up with this chess pieces?
Oh, that is hilarious actually. So that's a Kinfolk editorial and they wanted to do a story on butter. So they were doing an entertaining story and they wanted to do a butter write-up. So I needed to make one image that went with this conversation about butter. And I went to a chocolate molds shop to try to find butter molds, and the only thing that I could find that worked were chess pieces. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to make chess board out of little pieces of
Oh my God,
toast.
it's sick.
Yeah. So I burnt some toast and I left some toast blonde to make the chess pieces. So that was out of necessity.
Okay,
Yeah.
we could be here all day. Oh my God, I have to go and you have to go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a lot of money with Remy and then I'm going to book you.
Book me.
And I can't wait to work with you.
Please,
So
please
this
book
is only the beginning for us.
Yeah.
I can't
You
wait.
can pay me in product. I love that.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Everybody go and find Stephanie. Where do we find you? Stephanie dot or underscore?
Underscore, Stephanie underscore somebody, stephaniesomebody.com.
Okay. Amazing.
My phone number's on my email apparently, which I really need to remove.
Yeah. Change that.
Yeah.
Great.
Just Google me.
Okay.
Mr. Martis. It all leads to the same place.
I cannot wait to see some of the work that you've been up to with all your trips to Paris.
Paris.
How good.
Oh,
Paris.
How lucky are we?
I know. What a privilege.
So privileged.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That is it for today's episode. We have packed the show notes with links and references to pretty much everything that we talked about. I hope this podcast has inspired you and made you just that little bit more obsessed with your own creative process and practice. If you loved it, please hit the subscribe button or the follow button, depending on where you're listening, or send it to a friend that's building something creative of their own. You guys know you can always DM me. Please let me know if you loved this episode. Process is a tiny little baby in the scheme of the podcast land, so we need all the love that we can get. You can find us sharing way more about the antics and the behind the scenes of Process over on Instagram and TikTok at Process the Podcast. And we're also now on YouTube, so you can find your episodes there too. I will see you next Sunday.